This is difficult, Rusty. We were talking with Zyrene backstage. We were talking about Zach, maybe some potential options, and like the #1 option that was just going to destroy Zach, that's a strong champion right now, is the Trundle. They get it. They can interrupt the engage. They have arguably the superior tank. Zach's not going to have any tanky stats here, but Diamond takes it anyway. I think a big surprise. Now, as we enter the second ban, top lane, mid lane, the focus. Kira not going to get the comfort picks in the mid lane. Similarly, Rocky not going to get his hands on that Camille. Definitely a champion that you should be scared of in the hands of Rocky.
And of course, if you watch any international events that Kira has been at, he plays Anivia, so you can understand where that ban goes away. Even in the finals, having it focused away from him at moments as well. Between the mid and the jungle of Gambit, that's where most of the bans actually are directed towards. You don't really see anything taken away from PvP Steos, and he's known more for his tanky champions. The composition they've got right now, very good with those tanks, and I know it's not often seen, but I feel like the Maokai is not a bad option here.
And interesting, we see the Vladimir taken away, Ascension Gaming not wanting to give that one over. And we can see what a big team fighting threat it would be, and with so much engage on the side of Gambit, don't want to risk giving them such a powerful pick. LeBlanc actually going to be the follow-up from the side of Gambit. Not a pick we've really seen so far. It looks like G4 will once again pick up the Swain. The flex potential is still there, however, but it was a pick that he found some pretty good success at a few moments in the game.
Yeah, that's true. Being on the red side, they can, of course, last pick towards their top laner in Rocky if they would like this time, but they can also bring G4 into the Swain and just counter-pick to whatever is revealed now from Gambit Esports. So when you look towards the remaining picks here from Gambit, they've got Engage. They have a lot of Engage. They don't have range damage. Their scaling is decent. One thing that they are missing, like we mentioned, potential of a Maokai. Ornn does the exact same thing. It's ranged, follow-up, complementary types of engage. It's not committal like the other two are.
It's really nice to have that Ornn. One of the things that makes him such a strong tank is, you're right, he's one of the only tanks with really reliable non-committal engage. Everyone else has to get into the face of the opposition, Zach included. And Kira now going to try his hands at the Azir. Saw how effective it was against Ascension in the previous game, and got to imagine G4 already getting some flashbacks. Maybe we're worried about what Kira can bring to the table on this champion.
And that one is actually curious to me. Ryze tends to be the mid laner of choice when you've got the Kaiser compositions. Of course, Ryze is banned away, but it's something that has crowd control, tends to be it. You mentioned how good Azir was last game, how great its scaling was, and how effective it actually was into G4 in the Swain matchup. Well, that is something that we are seeing once more, simply because you have an easy and you have a free laning phase.
And I love this, Rusty. You've got the late game carry from Caitlyn, it's there. You've got Swain as well, up against the Kaisa and the Azir. Everybody else just there to support that team fight, just there to make stuff happen. And both of these lineups, Ascension last game showing what they could do in late game team fights. We know Gambit for a lot of their late game team fighting in their own region, dominating the opposition. I'm a little worried it's going to be too aggressive in the early game, and someone's going to get too big of a lead. We're not going to get to see those really close late game fights.
It's entirely possible. At the same time, Ascension was solid through their laning phase. They tried to extend the lanes for as long as they possibly could as well. They want skirmishes, and the one thing that you might have said is a weakness through their draft, I would say has actually been shot up. The first thing is the late game scaling that a Caitlyn can now provide. They've got a composition to empower that Caitlyn as well. The Trundle in the jungle role actually has a decent jungle matchup as well. He's not the Olaf that can get caught out of position and cause some mismatches when fights do break out.
We saw in Trezzo, even with that jungle advantage that he built up in the previous game, not able to make it amount to a whole lot. Maybe
this is a super risky attempt at a dive if they go for it, but they are.
Trezzo, where's the pillar going to
Diamond
go?
Prox is
here. They're just going to back off. Chain CC does go in, but there's enough minions there to block the tower aggro now, and Trezzo just going to get taken out. Beautiful counterplay by
Control Ward set up for it, and you know that Trezzo is trying to control vision as his primary.
There goes Edward, the immediate engage. Immediately Camille with the follow-up, looking to land a few more shots, trying to get the passive burning down, but Lloyd is on the outskirts. Rich is still making out, and Trezzo is there for the backup. Akira is off to the side. What are they actually going to be able to do? Out comes the Ornn engage. Black Shield goes in, but Rich will still get taken down. Flash forward from Lloyd, trying to back it up. Kira in the middle of everything, pulled back. Diamond Prox, a beautiful fight to kick it off. G4, though, is going to do so much damage. Now running for his life. Lodic making it out as well. So far, 2 for 1 in favor of Gambit. Ascension Gaming just going to have to back off.
And you take that trade, you walk away, and you feel really good about it as well. You get 2 kills on the Diamond. He is sitting pretty, grading.
Push in. He's ready to go.
They're on
Ultimate is available. Want to go in. They've isolated Lloyd. Rich has split off. He's all on his lonesome. There's just no chance. Charmed up and taken down. Kill going over to Lodic in the end.
The easy pick. Clean separation from Diamond as well, landing between them. And the fact that the Elastic Slingshot connected removed the Black Shield, removed all safety and availability from Ascension.
But now they're going to look for the follow-up. Immediately, Lodic does manage to step forward, trying to unleash as much as he can. Diamond Procs in the middle of everything, not going to connect on the stretching strikes. Here comes the TP. Rich now backing off. Pillar's there to disrupt. Lodic all on his lonesome. G4 ready, does manage to lock him down. Vision of Empire coming in clutch to close it out. Diamond Procs now trying to run. G4 with the flash available. We know how he likes to play. No hesitation, but can't find the snare in the end. Now backing off. G4 still not hesitating to go under this tower. No Black Shield available means he's a bit more vulnerable. Maybe look for the Demon Flare. The slow not going to connect. Ascension just going to grab a tower in the meantime, but PvP Steos is in the mid lane trying to fire back.
Even forcing the flash from the end there out of Kira. It's a big win from Ascension. The fact that they're able to pressure, have that presence.
There's an Ornn, there's a Zac, a lot of champions who could turn that engage against you.
And we did mention this earlier, but when you actually have a lack of pick, let's say, from Gambit that is non-committal, it's a very difficult thing to execute on. So you've got the Ornn ultimate. That's about it. But Ornn is teleporting into the fight a little bit late. So what we are looking at right now between both teams is a Zac and Rakan that want to go forwards, and a Maokai or a Swain that's trying to be a little bit less committal. It's about all in versus in and out.
There's a Zac, the Pillar not going to connect. They are going to be able to pull them back. Lodic's going to do so much damage in this fight because he is left untouched and uncontested. And Tressa wants to do something, but he just can't do much at all. G4 wants to get it. Lodic trying to make his way out. He's just not fast enough. Kira, though, remaining untouched, but G4 just does not take damage either. Vision of Empire not going to connect. Diamond Procs doing what he can, but the Black Shield coming in so clutch. Nice body block comes through.
G4 proving that.
Can they interrupt the Maokai TP? No, he still manages to make it in. This might just be the pick that they need. Edward trying to find the disengage. Lodic trying to make his way out, but he will get locked up and taken down. 80 carry removed. Ascension with control on the top side.
And oddly enough, you take that if you're Edward, because only your 80 carry goes down, but it feels like deja vu. The 80 carries are the only thing that needs to die. Kira on the opposite side, though, he'll get himself the mid lane inner turret, but that gives Ascension what they need. That gives them a window to push forwards. Look to the Baron.
You want a tangible example. Jungler versus jungler, who can actually get the smite, but it's Lloyd who is the priority of Diamond Procs, pulling them in, trying to start the team fight on his terms. Now pulling back, Lloyd uncontested on the backside. PvP Steos leaps into the middle of everything, but no one is there to back him up. G4, meanwhile, in the middle of 3 members, does get the ulti off, the flash forward. Immediately they're pulling back. Action on 2 sides, a completely split fight, but PvP Steos is isolated. He's trapped, and he is taken down. Advantage to Ascension.
And there are tanks absolutely everywhere, but G4 is a tank that can also take you down. He's going to have to go back to base, however, does not have mana, so the Baron is just going to continue to stand. They're going to have to reset one more time. And actually, however,
bottom side, though, Zac ready to collapse here. Looks like it may be the 2v1. 2 tanks, though, going up against the Swain. Will it end? Be what they want. Waiting for the ulti to expire. G4 is on the run. The rest of the team of Ascension going. He might just be able to take down a few more members. Now the ulti is gone. The healing is gone. G4 has the flash. May have to use it defensively. I think the first time of the day. The rest of the team not actually starting the Baron, though. So this is pretty solid from Gambit. They get the ulti. They get the flash. Until those are up, this is a really good position to be in. G4 now with the fancy feet trying to walk his way out of this one. Tax does manage to go over the wall, but it's they don't have damage, but they have so much engage, Rusty.
God, they have
like
persistent.
This is tough. Just gonna keep it going. We'll pull him back. Is gonna take him down in the end. The slowest fight of all time.
And Ascension on the opposite side are trying to get things done. They're trying to push forwards, but they've been completely held at bay. And the rest of the Gambit roster, 3 people in the end end up at bottom lane trying to take down G4. In the slowest, most gruesome, painful death that you've ever watched in League of Legends, because it took a minute to actually lock him down. They get it, there is no trade, and then they get an objective for it. So in the end, it is a good play from Gambit.
A lot of Oceans today on the MSI playing stage. Here's Champion Ocean, Triple Ocean in the last game, Double Ocean this time around, and a little bit more regen for these tanky members. Now, check-in, I said we get it at 18 minutes, it's 28 minutes. Trundle build.
It is the Trinity Force.
There's no other item like the dagger and longsword. So Entrezo wants to do damage. Kira might not be ready for how much damage this Trundle can do, but his soldiers are ready to push him away.
Rich has
and
got
that's
the
a speedy Rich. Kira, goodbye. Ascension now moving in. They manage to take out the mid laner. Pick after pick, single champions being at the mountain. Diamond Procs channeling up, ready to go in, leaps immediately onto the back line. G4 with the ult, he does manage to pull in, but Lloyd is left all on his lonesome. Lodic in the middle of everything, wants to do a little bit more damage, but G4 is zoning as best he can. Lloyd is still alive, still free hitting. He's going to look to take down PvP Steos. One more, Diamond Procs all in on the mid laner. Finally, G4 does manage to go down. Diamond Procs will get procced with the passive. Lodic now running for his life. Edward doing what he can to protect it, but at the end of the day, Ascension coming out clutch in the fight.
These fights are just so messy, though. There is no one really winning. We kill people, we disengage, we reset, we go again. And that is what is going to be the case one more time. Lloyd was still free hitting. He's definitely ramping up on this Caitlyn.
To be for that, but now the Baron has been started. Ascension with their eyes on the prize. 31 minutes into the game. No man advantage, but Kira quite low. Once again, Ornn starting the fight off. That cooldown has been burned. No one is there to follow up. Trundle in the middle of everything has used his ulti as well, so Ornn going to get taken down quite quickly. Kaisa, will she get locked down? The CC is there and burned through. Lloyd strong enough now to bring it home. Kira with the low health bar. Can he get any more? Lloyd not going to hesitate. He flashed in one more time. This time he's going to get it. No mistakes, no remorse, not giving up after last game when it turned against him for flashing forward. He will once again come in clutch for this lineup.
And fantastic stuff from Lloyd. They're still going forwards here, Ascension, looking for kills, but those two members are really hard to take down. It's about the push. They'll get themselves the turret, and they may even go back to the Baron after the successful fight. They've got plenty of time.
The double oceans, though. PvP Steos are going to be full health. He's ready to disrupt this. Ultimate, though, back up for the Trundle. He's ready to steal all those stats away. Lloyd going to heal up off the Honey Fruit. A nice spawn to have, but doesn't seem like either team can actually get the Baron.
There's just no lifesteal from the Caitlyn, so hitting the Baron is just something that's going to hurt them quite a lot. Steos may just be able to walk in here.
Get taken out, is interrupting his attempt to leave. They are just going to cut through the tank, are going to take him down, but it has stalled the Baron for now. Kaisa is on the way. They have to be careful. They have to early trying to get these carries away from the fight. Kaisa ready to go in a moment's notice. Diamond, can he take this one away? They're waiting. They've stopped focusing the Baron. They're just looking for the kills instead. Diamond procs in the middle of everything. G4 wants to go in. Kira trying to make his way out, but he gets taken down. Maybe too little, too late. Lodic now trying to throw out the DPS. Lloyd on the backside. Rich still alive, still protecting his 80 carry, and Rocky just about unkillable on the front line. Edward gets taken down. Ascension winning yet another fight. The Baron not in their sights quite yet. Maybe Lodic can turn it here. Is he going to get it? He has so much healing. He gets a double. Kaisa is out of control in this game. Rocky cannot kill him. The death stance is too strong. Lodic with the moves, making it look easy in the end, playing on the edge of his seat, and Rocky now just has to run for his life. Don't think he's going to make it out of this one. I cannot believe it, Gambit. The fight turns in their favor.
And Lodic, the rookie of the team as well, coming into this game. Super clutch, the death stance, the healing of the Kaiser was honestly just insane. Back to the Baron now. The dance continues around the purple worm. But this time around, more people dead from Ascension than you would like.
G4 is coming in. He's ready. I don't think he does enough damage to heal through the lifesteal of Lodic. We're going to have to find out.
The tango continues, though.
4K health and getting lower. In comes the Trundle. They don't have a smite. If they keep doing this, Diamond Prox is on the way.
They can't continue to do this with a smite there.
If they get in, and Trezzo a little too desperate, though. They're just baiting him into the fight. They pulled in both members. This could be disaster for the side of Ascension. Yes, it turns against them. Baron will reset, but now it is Gambit. 4 members strong. The jungler dead on the opposite side. Finally, Rusty, we will see a Baron.
Mastery of the champion.
And now you can see things are starting to fall apart, and Trezzo's so squishy here until he uses the ulti. G4 already forced to use the Hourglass. Rocky in the middle of the team, but Lodic untouched. Kira untouched. The carries able to free hit onto the back line. G4 wants to turn it, but Lodic just doesn't care. Lloyd is next on the menu. This man is a ruthless predator. He will not stop in the face of Ascension. Looking to bring it home in the end. And Trezzo just going to have to walk out of his own base. Cannot do anything to stop it. A beautiful performance by Gambit. A beautiful performance by Lodic will net them their second win.